Alright, I got a lot to cover, so I'm gonna try to go over it as quickly as possible, as accurately as possible. Right here in the quest line, I cleared out two quests. This one and what's the other one? This one right here. Also got this done right here, the cobalt dust. Well, I've been had that done for a minute, but I'm working on this right here. Regal dust, I'm working. I got Regal already. I'm working on that. Signalum, I'm working up towards. I need more aluminum, and that's that for the quest book. Over here at the Steam setup, I went ahead and made. I just finished making 10 solar steam boilers. So these work on basically the sun. So it takes energy from the sun, turns it into steam. As long as you add water to it and hook up the pipes. Got two spots over here that are empty because I ended up blowing up two accidentally because I set up the solar boilers before I put the water line down. And so when I added the water line, it blew up. It's not fly all the way down there. Down here, I made the most changes at the generator setup. So before anything else, I'm gonna go over what I did with the EBFs. Well, it's really simple. Though. What I did is I split the power. I split the power. So the Steam setup only ran the EBF or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just added another soul infused wire and connected it basically to this generator module right here. So now it's getting power from the generator coil and from the steam solar boilers. And a little while ago, previously before that, I added two low voltage battery buffers with 16 sodium batteries in each one of them. So this one is pointed in this line. This one right here is pointed in this line. This is not currently running right now. This side right here is making aluminum. This side is making steel. So I did finally get up to the point where I can make aluminum, and I have 84 ingots of it. And this is basically gonna be reserved when I did the recipe rabbit hole search basically to figure out how I can make aluminum faster. Is basically clay, but I can't do that until I get MV machines. So that means that the little bit of aluminum that you can get right now, you have to make your first basic MV machines, and then you'll be able to make mass produce aluminum to get fully into the MV age. So down here I got a lot of spaghetti going on, and this setup down here, well, this entire thing right here is basically to make drilling fluid for the void extractor and to make seed oil to to make drilling fluid. And this right here, the soda light comes out of here. The soda light comes out of here, and the silver comes out of here. I use the silver for the solar boilers or whatever, but the soda light comes out of here. And I haven't automated that yet, but it comes over here to get macerated. I, I was pulling everything out manually. The reason why it looks like this because these are all small setups or whatever. I didn't have the cable running down here. I didn't have the item on fluid lines running down here like that. And I was just running around manually, pulling stuff out of barrels, putting it into other barrels, to do this, to do that. After about 2 hours of that, I got tired of it, so I just automated the entire thing. And the way I work, I don't care really what it looks like. To me, it looks fine. You know what I'm saying? As long as everything works fine. To me, it's a beautiful thing as long as everything is automated and it works in a logistical way. So yeah, but anyway, I'm still pulling out soda light out of here, master it down. Over here, I'm washing different oils. I could wash the soda light as well, but I was washing tin and mostly tin. This is the byproduct. Iron was the byproduct, and lead dust I got from the silver. That was the byproduct of silver, and the stone dust. was getting is automatically getting pulled out of here, getting sent over here, being mixed with the lubricant, and being mixed together, and that gets sent through here through the fluid cell, through the super tank. The super tank sends it all the way down there to my void extractor, and over here is where the seeds actually get produced from. So I got my farming set up all the way down there. I just come over here and stock this up full of pumpkins. I don't really need to automate sending pumpkins over here because it still hasn't even gotten through all of that. But the seeds get produced here. You just saw 4 seeds get pulled out, sent over here to this barrel. This barrel sends it to the extractor. The extractor pulls it out, sends it through the fluid line, goes down into the brewery. The brewery goes into another fluid cell, and I didn't want to run a lot of wires back over there, so I just sent it through a node and sent it through an advanced laser node, and that advanced laser node is connected over here. It's connected over here to another node. Is going to another fluid cell, and that fluid cell is being pulled out. I mean, the lubricant is being pulled out and sent through the basic mixer to keep this full. So, closed loop system, everything works. Um, and that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So after I macerate the soda light, I basically have to run it through an electrolyzer, and that's what this is over here. So again, it's automated. That was from the fishing setup that I had right here. Just come in here, toss it in the barrel, gets it electrolyzed, sent over here, and then this is the byproducts, silicone and sodium. I don't know what to do with that, so I just left it. And after it gets what's in here, I take it out of here and then manually fill up these barrels. So the only thing I have to do is automate sending it from here to there, and then it's gonna go into the EBF, uh, get smelted up, and then turned into an ingot. The ingot is the final product that I actually need. I need a ton of that, so I just gotta automate that. That's either simply an item pipe over there or just teleport it over there. You know what I'm saying? Not too much of an issue. The amount of distance in between this is probably gonna be an item pipe or something like that, because it's just faster. You know what I'm saying? Even though I do have a lot of these nodes and laser connectors. Same thing over here. I could just use I don't need to use a pipe because I'm running. I think I'm running low on the pipes. Yeah, only got 7 left and 19 fluid pipes left. I do have the universal pipes in here somewhere that can do fluid and items, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. Or it's make Greg Tech pipes, which I don't have a problem making that because I have the actually have the conveyors for it. I have a ton of conveyors that fast crafted those early. You know what I'm saying? I have ULV conveyors, ultra low voltage conveyors, and I have LV conveyors. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any robot arms, but I could just use that up instead of keep using my item and fluid pipes. And I like the GT pipes because they're scalable. I mean, they're not really scalable, but it's scalable as far as the metals involved to make it. You know what I'm saying? So they get faster over time. The better metals that you make them out of, and that's basically where I'm at right now. So the most amount of time involved in all of this was actually running back and forth, taking powder out of here, rocks out of here, throwing it in this machine, throwing pumpkins over here, seeds in there, and then I also have to travel the hyperline back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing I want to address. Is it doesn't take me a long time, but I'm gonna address the hypertube. It's not an issue, but it is slightly an issue. I need to get back and forth a lot faster because the reason why I could keep going back and forth is because I got to travel to the first little section of the base with the jungle tree. That's where my storage is at. The reason why I have to travel down there is because of my advanced wireless terminal. If I press C, it says terminal out of range. That's because it only works in 64 blocks. And mind you, this is already upgraded. This is already upgraded from the base one. As soon as I got a chance to make steel, but it only works in 64 blocks. The only way it can work um, through different dimensions and any distance is if I have a beacon. But a beacon is the iron is actually isn't the problem. I have all the iron in the world to make the beacon. The problem is another star. I need another star in order to make a beacon, make it functional. And nether stars I can't make because I can't get to the nether, and there's no way to produce nether stars automatically without wither skulls. There's no way to automatically produce wither skulls without going to the nether and going to another fortress. So that's the next thing to do. But I can't get to the nether because I already tried that. As soon as I had the chance to mass produce obsidian, I did that. I did it early in the playthrough before I had any of this infrastructure. So the nether doesn't actually work. So what you the portal doesn't work when you light it. So what you have to actually do is you have to build a stargate, and that's how you actually get to the nether dimension. That's how you get to Abydos or whatever, which is the dimension from Stargate, from the film, the Stargate film or whatever, that desert planet and all that. That's how you actually get to the nether in this pack. So I'm far away from building a Stargate. I have to get into applied energistics and everything else. That's a long way off, and I have to basically get into it's either HV or EV or something like that, or maybe IV or something like that before I can even uh, get a chance to build a Stargate. So that's a long way off. The fastest method to be able to access my storage system from this distance, um, I could do it through time simple storage. I know there's a I believe there's blocks for that. If I look at times real quick, that can go no, it isn't. There isn't. So I would have to run lines all over the place, which I'm not about to do. There isn't. So the only way to do that is apply the logistics with the wireless terminal, and that's a little bit of a ways off. I have to fully get into MV and make a bunch of MV machines, and some of the recipes require HV circuits, which is the next tier up from MV. So even applied energistics is still a long way off. So in the meantime, I'm gonna still have to travel the hypertube. But to mitigate the speed of the hypertube, so I can get to each section a little bit faster, there's acceleration blocks. Um, if I look up hypertubes, this block right here, the hypertube accelerator block, I made about 4 of these already. At the time when I was making it, it cost me all of that I have. Yeah, all of this I have right now, so I can make this actually right now. So this is gonna go on to onto the favorite list. I don't need this. I already got that. That's already done. Signalum I'm working on for the quest. Cobalt brass I need to work on for the quest to make a buzzsaw, and crushed diamond is to get graphite. But this is gonna be the next what's name. Now when I add it to the hypertubes, I have to actually add more power to the hypertubes for it to function. That's nothing but a couple more water wheels, and I have to extend the water right here. You know what I'm saying? Which is that's not too much of an issue. So probably gonna extend it out another three, and then I gotta repurpose this. Well, redesign it or whatever. I kind of really don't feel like doing that. I don't want to redesign it. I just want to add another module on. That's the reason why I make everything in modules for the most part, unless I'm doing something like this, like a bunch of spaghetti wiring or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I can avoid having to redesign things. You know what I'm saying? I don't like redesigning things unless it's for efficiency and optimization. That's the reason why I spend so much time trying to be able to run the EBF efficiently. And the EBF has been running efficiently for maybe about 2 hours. I've been going back and forth playing the game and watching shows or whatever. So it's been running efficiently the whole time. So it works out, and the steam is able to keep up. And when I look at the battery buffers in the back, they're not draining of power. So I'm not struggling for power anymore when it comes to the EBF. I have to run the other one though. That's the reason why I made the boiler so I can add more power to the steam setup so I can run both of those comfortably. But I have nothing else to really run it unless I'm gonna make more steel in the other one, which I could do just to test it out, which I'm probably gonna do just to test it out. But looking at this or whatever, um, yeah, I gotta instead of running the water wheels adjacent, I'm probably gonna put a shaft right here and then put another three down here. And I need put another three down there. Put a make this a full block. Put a comparator here so it can read the observer to send the signal out to another observer whenever I hit the lever, and that'll trigger the dispenser. That'll trigger the dispenser, and I gotta do it for every single one of them. So I have 7 sections of the base. I'm in the last section on the left hand side, so I have 7 different sections of the base. So I need 2 accelerators for each section or whatever. So that's 14. I got 4 right now, so I just need 10, and I'm good to go. That's probably gonna be the next thing I work on, honestly. I wish I could put like a little reminder in my inventory, but I do have the favorites list. This is how I remember things. I wish they had a little bit more robust, kind of options or whatever. Like you could actually set up pages or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pages of stuff or whatever, and then you can write down the notes and stuff that you need to remember because it's all of this gets complex. And there's things that you might forget about, you get distracted and stuff like that, and it takes you longer to do things because of that. Yeah, but that's it for right now. I'm probably gonna chill out, shut it down for the day, and go watch a movie or something. Just need to turn all my stuff off. I don't like all of this stuff running, because I had issues before. So you know what I'm saying. Turn it all off right now, and then go watch the show.